Alright, so hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and update 24.8 has dropped yesterday and it has some arbitration iterations. There's a nice ring to it, does it not? There are two sort of general arbitration changes, the first one being that the Vitus Essence cost of the Ayatan Ember Stars has been lowered to 1 from 2, and the second one is that arbitrations no longer have custom scaling on enemies, so the scaling in arbitrations now mirrors the scaling in normal endless missions. And to be entirely honest with you, when I read that change I went, wait, what? There was different scaling in arbitrations, which shows you how many arbitrations I've actually done. I pretty much just got the mod that I wanted, i.e. adaptation, and then I would just sort of jump into arbitrations every now and then when I felt like it. And this is what I imagine they're trying to fix with these changes, because this is just the first wave of fixes, so it seems like we're gonna get more later down the line. Now, the biggest change, or rather an addition to arbitrations, is that there is now a revive mechanic in squad play. So if someone dies, they're not just gone forever, but instead a revive station spawns wherever they died. Once the revive station appears, the arbitration drones, which are the douchebags that make everything invulnerable, will start dropping what are essentially index points. They look the same and they even affect you with a different variant of financial stress, which debuffs your Warframe the more of them you're carrying. And what you need to do is bring 5 of these points to that revive station at the same time, and it doesn't matter if you have all 5 of them on a single person, or if they're spread across the remaining 3, 2, or however many people you have. You just need to bring them in at the same time, and once you do, the dead player will be revived and everything returns back to normal. Until, of course, someone else dies, at which point you will get the whole thing happening again. Though bear in mind that this only works in a squad scenario, so if you have at least one other person that can then revive you. If you're playing solo and you die, well, that's it. It still spawns the tower, which I think is kind of funny, but since there is no one to revive you, you failed the mission like you did before. Then there are 3 brand new Talos weapon skins, one for the Amprax, one for the Atomos, and finally one for the Atarax, all of which cost 10 Vitus Essence to buy. An extremely expensive emote, the Vitus Illumina emote for 50 Vitus Essence, though granted it does look really dope. And so does the Judicial Oculus, which is a pair of goggles for your operator. Those look really nice and something I might actually want to get, and they cost 20 Vitus Essence. And finally we have the big thing, a Veiled Archgun Riven mod for 25 Vitus Essence. And I really like the addition of these because A, I just like Rivens in general, they let you play around with some fun stuff and some quirky stats. And B, you really do not need Archgun Rivens to make them good. I mean, the basic Archgun, which is the Imperator, shreds the Profit Taker Spider, which is like the highest end content you can play with an Archgun. Or rather, requires you to have an Archgun, since you can take them anywhere thanks to the Gravimag. So these are just something you can work towards if you want to. They're very much unnecessary at the moment, and I don't think they're going to be required for Railjack either, because it would be really dumb to build Railjack around Rivens. And you can just farm them up whenever you want to either juice up your Velocitus or Korvax to one-tap the Profit Taker Spider more reliably, or do what I'm gonna do and juice up the Larkspur to ludicrous levels just for shits and giggles. So from my point of view, this is just a nice addition, and there is no harm being done here, because if you don't like arbitrations, you're just not gonna have an Archgun Riven that you didn't need in the first place. So I think it's fine. I think it's actually quite nice, to be honest. And then there was also an interesting addition to the arbitration drop table in the form of an Aura Forma blueprint. Now, to build this new Aura Forma, you will need 100,000 credits for a regular Forma, 1 Argon Crystal, and 10 Niton Extract, and it will take 24 hours to build. And what it does is it polarizes the aura slot on your Warframe, as the name would suggest, with a universal polarity that will fit every aura in the game. And that, I think, is really cool, especially for a frame where you have loads of different builds where you would ideally want to use different auras, but unfortunately don't have the capacity to do so. So that's a very nice addition as well. And that is pretty much all I wanted to say, so I thank you very much for watching. As always guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!